The process of producing mature sperm takes about 74 days to complete, but it's happening continuously in the testes of adult men. An adult man can make an average of 400 million sperm per day. The process of spermatogenesis starts with a cell in the seminiferous tubules of the testes called the spermatogonium. The spermatogonium is a two-end cell, so it has two copies of each chromosome, like most of the cells in the body. And this spermatogonium begins the process by dividing by mitosis. The process of mitosis produces two-end cells. One of these two-end cells is the primary spermatocyte that will eventually divide by the process of meiosis to produce 4 sperm. The other cell that's produced is another spermatogonium. Now, it makes sense that we'll produce a cell that's going to make sperm, but why do we take our spermatogonium and divide to make another spermatogonium? This step is actually the key to the fertility of men lasting throughout their adult life. Every time a man goes to make sperm, his spermatogonium divides to make a cell that will make sperm, and to make another spermatogonium that can divide again. To produce a spermatogonium and a primary spermatocyte that can make sperm. This spermatogonium will divide again by mitosis to make a spermatogonium and a primary spermatocyte to make sperm. And this way, men never run out of the cells that start the process, so they can continue making sperm throughout their lifespan. Let's go back to our primary spermatocyte and see what this does, since this is the cell that actually produces the sperm. The primary spermatocyte divides by the process of meiosis. The first division of meiosis produces 2 secondary spermatocytes. These secondary spermatocytes then undergo the second division of meiosis to produce 4 spermatids. Spermatids are an immature form of sperm. These spermatids are one end. They are haploid, so they only have one copy of each chromosome, but they're not really ready to go as sperm yet. They have to undergo a maturation process. During the maturation process, these spermatids are going to lose a lot of their extra cytoplasm. They're going to get rid of all of the cell organelles that are not important for their job, and they're going to grow a flagellum. The mature sperm are lean, mean swimming machines. They have everything they need to be light and fast and strong swimmers without anything extra that's going to slow them down. Sperm don't have any endoplasmic reticulum or ribosomes or Golgi apparatus. They're not producing extra proteins. What they're doing is they're prepared to swim and to fertilize an egg. If we take a look at the structure of a mature spermatozoan, it has a head that contains the nucleus with the DNA in it, the most valuable part of this whole sperm. And there's also an acrosome. The acrosome is a vesicle full of enzymes that are important for breaking down the protein wall around an egg to allow the sperm to be able to fertilize it. The next section of a spermatozoan is called the midpiece. The midpiece contains the mitochondria. The mitochondria is one organelle that the sperm don't get rid of. Why would it be important for sperm to have a number of mitochondria? Because mitochondria produce ATP, and sperm need ATP to be able to swim. They can't beat their tail if they don't have ATP. The tail, or the flagellum, is the end of the spermatozoan and is, of course, important for it to be able to swim. The sperm don't actually swim through the male reproductive tract. They're propelled by fluids through there. But they swim once they get into the female reproductive system. And they have to be able to swim up through the vagina, through the cervix, through the uterus, into the uterine tube to actually find and fertilize an egg.